Hi everyone, Michaeldisalvo here from the DiSalvo Real Estate Group. Today I'm going to be talking about purchasing a modular home. So my wife Natalie and I have decided to actually buy a Bonneville home, and we want to take you guys sort of down the path on how it's going to go for us. So the reason why we purchased a Bonneville home. So we love our location. We love our street. We love our yard. We love our property. So we were looking, we're just looking for a bigger house. We have a small bungalow and we want the 2-story, we want the garage. So we made the decision to tear down our place and build a Bonneville home. So kind of where we got to that decision, when we were looking around, we were looking at different neighborhoods, and we just thought this was our best option because of where we wanted to be. Now, step number one, we met with Bonneville Homes. We also met with Gilchrist Homes. And Gilchrist, I have nothing but great things to say about them. We met with the salesperson, super people. They have a beautiful product. It was just a little, for us, it was a little expensive, and it was more completely done for you, which is a great option for a lot of people. What we found with Bonneville is there were still a lot of touches that we had to do. We have a good contractor that we know, and we felt it was just sort of more in our price range and things that we could get done by ourselves. So that's kind of the route we took with Bonneville. For years, I've been looking at Bonneville in terms of purchasing like cottages or vacation rental properties, even apartment buildings. So I thought there's a great opportunity with Bonneville Homes. And when we started discussing about buying and building our own home, Bonneville was definitely on the top of our list. So that was number one. We met with Bonneville, sort of went over the procedure, what needs to happen, because there's still a lot of things that we weren't sure about. Number two, deciding on the model. So we decided on the Archipel model with Bonneville. What's nice about Bonneville too is you can make slight adjustments. Obviously, my wife is a designer, so there's a few things that we wanted to make sure that we can adjust. They've been very helpful there. We're looking on putting a sunroom in the back at a very reasonable cost. So there are modifications that can be made. Number three, so we met with the crane company. So suggestion obviously by the salesperson Bonneville, make sure that the crane company is able to deliver the product. So we had the crane company that they've worked with Bonneville in the past. They came out to the house and they took a look at it. Looks like everything's a go for their part. So that's the first step that we had to take in terms of the building. So step number one, meet with them. Step number two, the crane company. Number four, basically we met with the architect, and we looked at called the city for permits to make sure that it's available to do. We wanted to make sure about the setbacks as well. So, everything's a go that way. So that would be, step number four. So step number one, met with Bonneville. 2, decided on the model. 3, met with the crane company. 4, met with the architect and called the city. So number 5, so in terms of money now. So we were confident that we could probably go ahead with it. We made the $5K deposit. So once you've made that $5K deposit, you're kind of into it unless you can't get the financing. So that's basically to just get the contract and price in place is to make that $5K, you get the plans. Now you speak with the financing company. So if you couldn't get the financing, you will get that $5K returned, but only if the financing doesn't work. If you change your mind because you just don't like it, you might lose that $5K deposit. So number 6, now talking to the mortgage company. So there's a few banks that will work with Bonneville because you need a construction loan. So it's a little different than buying just a normal house. So you want to talk with your mortgage people. They recommended this fella, and he's been great. He's worked with Bonneville in the past, so he's been super to work with. And that being said, at the same time you're doing this, you want to meet with your contractor because there's things that need to be done in terms of like what your foundation is going to be, finishes, there's a lot of things that you have to take care of on your own part. So you definitely want to meet with your contractor, you know, and give them the outline of what needs to be done on their part to get a price for that, because you need to be able to tell the mortgage person. So number 7, we made an additional $11K deposit, and this Bonneville had a promotion on that if you gave this money, I think it was 5% by November 15th, that there's a $25K rebate, and that's not just knocked off the price of the house, that's actually given to you after you close on it. You actually get a $25,000 you know, rebate from Bonneville Homes. So that's kind of where we are in the process. And another note too, we met with a company that in terms of what to do with your old home. So we met with a company. My initial thoughts were to have this company move the house. I'm going to buy a piece of land and put it on there, get the foundation done, put it on there, and you know, and sell it for, you know, a profit later on. After thought about it and talking with Natalie, we've decided that we are going to sell the house to this company or to somebody that they have through, and they're going to look to buy it, you know, anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000, but they will move the house for us at no cost. Like they're basically buying the house for us. So that is what we're going to be doing with our house. To demolish it, our contractor gave us a price of about $30,000 to have them demolish it. So to me, it was a no-brainer to have this company come in and take it for us and actually give us $10,000. And that $10,000 will take care of getting rid of the foundation that's existing. So that was a big decision that we had to make. I think there is a profit to be made if we were to move the house ourselves, but you know, there's a lot of risk involved there, and I think just by doing it the way we're doing it is less stress on us, and I think that's probably the best route for us to go. So that's kind of where we're at in the process. We're definitely going to keep you sort of up to date on what's happening. I hope this helps people that are thinking about doing that to their own home, you know, tearing it down, building another one, and as well as people that have a piece of property that want to put a Bonneville home down on their piece of property. You know, I hope that it goes well. Everything has gone great up until this point, and you know, Bonneville is a great you know, company. They've got a great reputation. They've been in business a long time, so I'm not expecting, you know, major problems to happen. You know, so that's where we are. We're going to keep you updated, and thanks for following along with this progress, and we'll see you probably next month on this, you know, because there's not too much going on at this point, but probably next month I'll let you know on kind of where we're going from there. All right, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.